My next guest is finally back in action now that he's fully vaccinated, and he's here to take us on a journey from Iceland to Vermont for a dinner party of sorts, hosted by a couple I once hosted here in Greater Boston to talk about their other restaurant, Celeste in Somerville. Why has this exploded like it has? Why not?
It's love.
Love? What does that mean?
Yeah, we cook with love. We want to share love. We want to receive love. It's all about love.
It's all about love. A recipe for success in any state. But we'll finish up back in Boston at a very exclusive new gathering place, Club Algonquin. The Quinn. Our guide, of course, is Boston Globe travel writer Christopher Muther, who joined me the other day to discuss. Christopher, it's good to see you.
Oh, cheers to you, Jim. It's good to see you, too.
And to you. So I just checked with Azita, who books the guests. You're the only guest this week who is calling in from a ship off the coast of Greece. Isn't that amazing?
I'm surprised. I thought everybody was off the coast of Greece this week.
What are you doing? What are you doing there?
So I've decided to delve back into the world of cruising. I thought it was time, and I decided to leave from a cruise that departed in Europe rather than Florida, where people are required to be vaccinated in Europe, as opposed to Florida, where the governor has decided he will not require people to be vaccinated, which makes total sense on a cruise ship because we all know how that goes. Coronavirus on a cruise ship, no problem at all. So yes, I'm back in the world of cruising, and here I am in Greece giving it a go.
And what are you slumming? What is the get up for?
Well, I knew that I was going to be on Greater Boston tonight. Oh, hang on a second.
That's hopeless.
So I decided I should look my best for you, Jim.
Well,
I always do my best.
You do.
Yeah.
So can we go to a little more risky venue if we can? I think I got this right.
Yeah.
You and your husband chose, against the advice of local tour guides, to climb to the top of a lava-spewing volcano in Iceland. Do I have that right for the most part?
You pretty much have that right. The Icelandic Meteorological Society had said, do not, thank you, say that 3 times fast after 2 glasses of wine on a cruise ship, had said, don't climb to the top of this particular volcano in gale force winds at 2 a.m, which is what we did. And I'm glad I didn't listen to them because I had the wind burn and the fun that people wouldn't have had if they hadn't hiked up to see the volcano. But yes, I decided to go to Iceland because it was the first European country that reopened to vaccinated Americans. So I thought it was a good place to start for me to get back out into the world.
But you went in a season where it was light virtually around the clock, which means lava spewing volcano, yes, northern lights, no, correct?
No northern lights. However, we went north. A lot of people who go to Iceland go to a part of Iceland called the Golden Circle. We decided to do the Diamond Circle, which is the latest and hottest circle, which is in North Iceland, which I guess is a little redundant, but it's in the northern part of the country. It was snowing in June when we were there. But it's this beautiful kind of, it's not undiscovered, but it's undiscovered by American tourists. So it's a really nice kind of alternative to the usual Reykjavik situation.
So Christopher, let's go from Iceland to Vermont and talk about 2 of my favorite people, Juan Calderon and Maria Rondeau, who own one of my favorite restaurants a mile from my house, which would be Celeste in Somerville. They're doing something in Vermont. What exactly is that thing?
Well, first, I wanted to back up to your clip that you showed at the beginning of the segment, and you asked them what love is. Anyway, now I'm going to jump forward because I just needed to get that out of the way.
Well, what's love got to do with it? It's just nothing but a, well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Well, Jim, you've always been my private dancer, a dancer for money. So what they've done is they bought a house in Vermont. This house that they renovated from nothing, they've turned into this restaurant. And the food is amazing. Some weekends they do guest chefs. Others they do like a traditional Peruvian meal. And so I happened to be up there the first weekend that they had guest chefs in from New York. And, you know,
Oops, you just got smaller. You still look lovely, but you're smaller. Keep talking. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Maybe they can edit. Okay. So Juan Ma and Maria are, as you know, fantastic and loving people. And they really do make you feel like you're in their home. And I happened to be there. There were 24 strangers who came together. There was no weird small talk, except on my part. And I had a really lovely time.
What's it called again?
Esmeralda.
So
yeah.
Let's go from one place that I wasn't invited to another place. Now, it used to be called the Algonquin Club. It is now the Quinn. And I read your piece the other day. And for people who will probably never see the inside of it, what is it exactly?
Yeah.
What is it exactly?
So the Quinn it used to be called the Algonquin.
Oops.
It's a members only private club. One which you have not received an invitation to, Jim.
That happens to be right, and I told you that off the air, off the record. Thank you for bringing that up. Go ahead. It's an invitation only.
Sorry.
It's an invitation only club, correct? Okay, and what's supposed to happen there?
So elbows are rubbed, mingling happens, and it's about philanthropy, is what the owners of the club are saying. Others of us may say social climbing, status, all of those things. But overall, they did a really beautiful job on the interiors. It's an absolutely lovely space.
And what is it? Many restaurants, many bars. You would know about the bars, obviously. What's in there exactly? That's what you're supposed to say when you're asked about what it's like. Go ahead.
Bars? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, good. It's going well, I think. Yep.
There are 8 bars, 4 restaurants. They brought in a world-renowned designer from San Francisco to design the space. So it's kind of like the best hotel you've never stayed at. And in your case, Jim, that you'll never get invited to stay at.
Well, the old Groucho Marx line. You've reminded me of this. Any club that would have me as a member, I wouldn't want to belong to. And I guess the flip side is any club that I would want to belong to, they wouldn't want me as a member. Do you know what I mean there?
I know what you mean. That was a little convoluted, but I've had enough wine that I understand exactly what you said. Yes.
This is, by the way, this is just so you know, Christopher, because I'm sure you're interested in that. This is one of the reasons we don't do interviews with people drinking on cruise ships off the Greek coast. Are you aware of that, or is that something new to you?
Let me think. Hang on. No, I thought this was a common thing. I mean, every time that pre-COVID, when I was in the studio with you, you had your Lou Grant-esque bottle of bourbon under the desk. I mean, folks at home don't know this, but you were glug, glug, glug the whole time. So,
exactly. Sadly, you're too small to talk to. Christopher Muther, again, somewhere off the coast of Greece. It's been a pleasure, as always. Call us again soon.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.